This is Kunle. Kunle started learning graphic design 2 weeks ago, and now he knows how to use some basic tools in Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator. He made a simple basic design and posted it on Facebook and got a few words of encouragement and some likes on the post. Now he feels like he's the greatest graphic designer in the world. But take a look. Some professionals are correcting him and telling him some of the mistakes he made. But he's not listening. Now, these mistakes that he's making are making the professionals to look down upon him as if he's a mumu. And it's also making some clients to avoid him as if he has COVID-19. Now, if you are thinking of yourself as I mentioned this thing, don't feel bad, because I'm also talking about myself. I made these mistakes as a beginner graphic designer as well. Now, I believe that the sooner that we can identify these mistakes that we make, the sooner that we can address them and improve and maybe get a few clients on our side. That's why I'm making this video for you guys today. I'm going to be mentioning 5 mistakes that graphic designers make as they start out, and I feel that we should improve before we promote ourselves. So without wasting much of our time, guys, please come closer. The first mistake we need to address is color riot. Now, color riot is just my fun way of saying terrible and horrible use of color. This is when a beginner doesn't pay attention to their color theory and just slaps on any color onto any design that is thrown their way. It's also when a designer mixes and matches 2 different colors that don't go well together, especially in graphic designs. For example, putting purple on top of red in the graphic design. Now, I must warn you, if you do this, you need to be flogged woto. Now, obviously, I'm joking. I don't condone violence here. But I need you to know that if you are guilty of color riots, you need to know that you are not alone. A lot of beginners, including myself, made that mistake when we first started out. The important thing is that we need to address this mistake and improve. So if you want to improve on your use of color, here's a simple way you can improve. Download a color wheel from Google and start practicing different color harmonies, because the color wheel will help you identify which color harmonies work well together. You can practice different color harmonies like the monochromatic color harmony, where you use one color and different shades of that color, or complementary color harmonies, where you use 2 colors on the opposite side of the color wheel. There are a few other color harmonies that you can practice that I can't remember the names of, but the important thing is that you are addressing this mistake and you are trying to improve your designs. The second mistake we tend to make when we do our graphic designs is not doing proper planning or research before we start designing. We all know how important planning and research is to graphic design, so it's no wonder that when we do planning and research, our designs look awesome. But when we don't plan or research, our designs look like rubbish, and professional graphic designers look down on us the way African parents look down on their children playing. Now, for those of you that don't know, planning and research can include mood boarding, looking at other ideas, and sketching just to nail down your concept of a design. Now, for context, this is a design that I made without doing any research or planning. Now, this is another design that I made after I did my research and planning. You can see that this looks like rubbish and this looks like a masterpiece. That's the difference between doing research and not doing research. So I hope that from now on, after listening to this video, you'll be able to make your research and do research and plan before you start your graphic design. Otherwise, you see Kunle over there, we're making designs like that guy. We don't want to make designs like that guy. The third mistake beginner graphic designers tend to make is stretching their images. This is when in your attempts of trying to scale an image evenly, you end up stretching and warping it unevenly, and the picture ends up looking like this in your design. Now, this is a sign of an amateur graphic designer. I understand that many of you are doing it to try to fill up space in your design. That's understandable. But let's just agree that this is an amateur trait, and we should just agree to never do it again. And let's just all agree that you need to like this video right now. Oh yeah, press that like button. Lack of white space or white balance is the fourth mistake that graphic designers tend to make. And me personally, I'm starting to see it as a criminal offense. Now, for those of you that are curious or don't know what white space is simply the empty space in a design that allows the design to breathe in oxygen and us viewers to easily follow along the design without having to stress ourselves and do as if Tom is finding Jerry. Now, cluttering or choking your design is going to make your design look amateurish, and it's going to annoy the viewer and annoy professional graphic designers. And personally, I can see why. For context, this is a design that has terrible white space or white balance, and this is another design that has excellent and godly white space and white balance. So if I were to slap these designs in your face right now, which one are you most likely to engage with? Comment your answer down below. It's obviously this one, right? It's not even a competition. This one wins. The fifth mistake a beginner can make is not subscribing to my channel. If you're a beginner and you have not subscribed to my channel, you see Kunle there, you see his designs, you'll be making them. You'll be making his designs. Those designs are rubbish. Don't be making rubbish designs. If not, subscribe to my channel. I'm sorry if your name is Kunle. Okay, jokes aside, the real fifth mistake a beginner can make is not paying attention to corrections and criticisms. Now, a few experienced graphic designers tend to take a bit of their time to point out a few mistakes they found in our graphic designs, and a few of us tend to listen to them and correct them. But a few people with coconut head will see this as an attack and tell them to leave them alone and not correct them on their masterpiece. So first of all, this is rude and very prideful. Don't ever do this. And second of all, if we fail to listen to their inputs and their corrections, we will grow and improve at the pace of a snail. That's even if we even grow and improve at all. So therefore, it's very important to listen to our seniors in design and take to their correction. Doing this will guarantee our improvement and success in graphic design. But the problem is that even after you know these 5 mistakes and you're trying your best to correct them, you are nothing without practice. That's where this video comes in. In this video, I'm going to go take you through step by step how you can make a social media flyer. And the best part is, all 5 mistakes I mentioned in this video are not in that graphic design. So click on that video and learn how to make a social media flyer design. So I'll see you over there.